My name's Scott Purley. I'm currently president for the Magic of Christmas. I've been with the charity volunteering since 2010 was my first year. 2012, I really got more involved because I was kind of facing a Christmas by myself, and figured this is a good place to keep me busy on Christmas Eve. And yeah, I got hooked, and I've been part of it ever since. The very first time I volunteered, I came to the elf rally because I worked with a couple folks that talked about Magic of Christmas. They talked a lot about Magic of Christmas, and I thought, well, I better come and check this out. And so I came to the elf rally, and my job that year was to collect gift cards, and I would have to pin them on the Christmas tree. So they had a gift card tree, and so I was putting all the gift cards on the tree, just collecting, so that they were gonna, they would have a good number of them. I decided I wanted to be more involved, and so I started helping out, just even with some of the logistics. I work in IT, and to see everybody doing things on paper really hurt my heart. So I needed to make a difference in what I could do. So I have a background in working with Salesforce and with SharePoint and Microsoft tools, and so I was able to help get some the free grants from both those companies, Salesforce and Microsoft, to kind of help bring them in, so people aren't having to keep track of things on paper or on whiteboards and stuff like that. So last year we visited 880 families, so the goal is always to try and make sure that we don't leave any family behind. So if somebody requests a visit, we want to go and visit them. But we can't always do that. We may not have the resources or even just the time. With amazing partners like we have with Calgary Transit and Global, and our sponsors like Kaizen and Save on Foods to help us make sure that we can do these kinds of things, and groups like the Kinsmen and and Rotary that help give us money to make sure we can do this. At one time, the charity started with one visit, and knowing what that did for them, the people that were visited, they wanted to do that and bring that kind of cheer to somebody else, and it expanded, and it just kept going. It doesn't mean that the need isn't there. That we're always going to have somebody that's not going to be able to face the Christmas that you expect to have or hope to have. But if we can make that easier, make that better for somebody, they usually want to return that. They want to do it and help show somebody else what that little gesture did for them as well. Was that he was a Santa Claus, and they'd gone to visit a family, and they had a little girl who was not doing very well. It was possibly her last Christmas. I'm not certain all those details. And he asked her, "What would you like for Christmas?" And as soon as he said it, he realized that wasn't the right question, because I'm Santa Claus and I should be able to give anything. And now he was a little worried about what her answer was going to be to that question. And she was very specific, and she decided, I want a porcelain doll with blonde hair and a green dress. So Santa Claus kind of looked at the elves that were there, and they're like, I don't think we have that. They ran out to the bus, and at the time we would do the picking on the bus. So they went out to the bus, and they're checking, and they're not finding anything. But he decided, you know what, I'm sure we can find you something. And so they called back to the warehouse and asked as well, and the warehouse was like, well, we haven't seen anything like that. And so they were able to give her some other gifts, and left happily. And so the bus was leaving, and the warehouse called back to the bus and said, you're not going to believe this, but there was a guy that just walked in here with a little plastic bag with a couple toys in it, and one was a porcelain doll with blonde hair and a green dress. And so I've told the story many times, and don't cry, but It's just that amazing magic of being able to bring that to somebody. So they were able to hotshot the doll out to that little girl and hopefully make a very special Christmas for her. So it's that kind of, we say it's a miracle, or it's a magic that this happens at all, that this comes together. But all of us see this amazing magic of what happens and what we're able to put in place so that we can deliver amazing cheer for people.